Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's modern rock. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com. Back here at the Planet Studio for another episode this week. Tim Martin is working the board. You can check out what Tim does at centralnhevents.com. And Tim just informed me before we went on the air that he's offering a special deal right now for local Outbreak listeners. 10% discount. Is that correct, Tim?
That's correct.
So if you're a local Outbreak listener, go to centralnhevents.com and check that out. Check out what Tim does. And I am sitting here with two members of the band. All right, I'm going to attempt it. Anna Sapphira?
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yay. And it's 2 words.
2 words.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, like a name.
Can you spell that?
ANASAPPHIRA.
Okay. Why don't you each tell me who you are and what you do in the band?
Okay, I'm Jonathan, and I do vocals.
Okay.
I'm Jordan, lead guitar.
Okay. And who are we missing?
We're missing Doug on drums and Travis plays bass right now. Yeah. Travis on bass and Brian on guitar.
Oh, okay. So where are they?
They are working and
Getting
tired after work.
Getting tired.
And then who knows?
So fair to assume then you guys are the hardest working guys in the band.
No,
That's not true.
no, not at all.
All right, never mind. Sorry. We like to rip on whoever doesn't show up. Oh, yes. Look at the smiley face.
Yes, look at the smiley face.
All right, guys. Well, let's we'll come back and chat in a minute, but let's play a track to start off the show. What do you guys want to play? You brought a disc here.
Yeah, we can start off with the first track, Cosmetic Catastrophe.
A Cosmetic Catastrophe. Mm-hmm. All right. Is this about Joan Rivers?
You might say so.
Okay.
Something along those lines.
All right. This is a Cosmetic Catastrophe from Anna Sapphira here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Why do you tread in a sag so narrow? First to the tether without the furrow. Don't back down and don't back down from me. 'Cause I'm just a man, but I'll bash the cavalry. That's what I will it makes you cry. Another will it makes you will. Dead to the grave and dead to the rail. That's what I will it makes you cry. Another will it makes you will. Dead to the grave and dead to the rail. Come on out.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's modern rock. Matt from IPMNation.com sitting here with 2 members of Anna Sapphira. Am I still saying the name right?
Oh, yes.
All right, just making sure. Just what does the name mean?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, it's 2 words. The first word is derived from a Hebrew girl's name, Anna.
Okay.
The second is a Greek word, Sapphira. Now, the first word, Anna, if you take, like I said, it's a Hebrew girl's name. but if you transliterate it into the Latin English letters, it's Chana, and it's pronounced Chana. But
Okay.
when with the English, they drop the CH and it's Anna.
Sure.
And it actually means the grace of God. And the second word, Sapphira, is Greek for beautiful.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. And how did you guys arrive at this name?
Well, that's kind of a less organized story. Before I was in the band, I started playing guitar, I think, when Doug started playing drums, and we had always tried to get stuff going, and it never happened. And he looked like he was having kind of a promising project coming up. I asked if I could be a part of it, and he was like, we don't have a name yet, but we're looking for a name. We kind of want something with one word. And so I was like, all right. And he's like, pray about it. So I just kind of did, and then right away I just saw some letters in my mind and wrote them down, and it came out to Anna Sapphira. I didn't know what it meant or anything. And then no one liked it at first.
Really?
Yeah, because, it was hard to say, and no one really knew what it meant. But long story short, we found out what it meant and thought it was pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know what I think is cool about it? A couple things. It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure people ask you all the time, what does it mean? But also, too, it eliminates the problem of...
Google search engines?
Well, yeah. Well, that, too. Well, yeah, good point. But I was also thinking, too, sometimes bands pick names, and then, a year or two into the project, you realize, there's 10 other bands floating around MySpace or whatever that already have the same name.
Yeah.
You've chosen something so unique. I'm pretty sure there's not another Anna Sapphira out there. So that's really cool. You mentioned praying about it. Are you guys a Christian band?
We all believe in the Bible, and I think each dude would give you a different answers. It's so easzy to get linked to a genre based on
exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense to me to. I believe music is an expression, so we're not. It's not a. How could it be a religious expression? You know what I mean?
Sure.
If you look at the word religious, you know what it really means. So I think what we can agree on is seek truth, give love, and beyond that, there's no agenda to the music. There's no not trying to preach or anything like that. It's very much an overflow of personal,
what's going on in our
personal
lives.
What's going on.
And I think actions definitely speak louder than words, and what's more important than genres or name titles or anything is what you're putting out there and what you're showing people.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. And obviously that's going to be natural because that's what's coming out of our lives.
Right.
And obviously going into the music.
Which is ultimately true of anyone who creates music, regardless of what kind of a label you want to put on it.
And that's kind of exactly.
Yeah.
Because music is so big now. There's so many labels and so many names, and so it's so easy to get linked into a certain scene and a certain group and a certain system, and just don't really want to get limited to that.
Sure.
Yeah.
What are your influences musically?
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Well, that's what I love about, I guess my family is I think we all can agree on Under Oath, collectively, but other than that,
I come up with a lot of the riffs and a lot of the music, and I've certainly lately been going back to my 90s roots, nu metal and grunge. I love Nirvana. Rage Against the Machine is a very big influence. Korn, POD, Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
But we combine it with the new stuff as well, and just mixing our own piece in with it, and we get something completely new. A lot of people have told me and some of the other guys they can't link us to any other band they've ever heard, and that's really
a huge compliment.
Yeah, and that I'm not claiming to be on the cutting edge of music or anything like that, but because it's, you know, just trying to not put out a specific sound, just trying to like rough up all the edges so that whatever is in us comes out, and you know, not trying to put it into a certain form. I don't know. I really like appreciate like the Blood Brothers, old Norma Jean, the Chariots, a big influence. I don't know.
What kind of bands do you guys play with when you play live? Do you play with a lot of metal bands?
I guess like hardcore bands.
Hardcore.
More like hardcore bands. We've played a couple like, you know, speed metal shows.
Sure.
Yeah. It really is, in this area at least, those hardcore and metal bands and even some death metal bands, it's really the closest thing we can fit in with. So that's the kind of show.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Sure. Do you have a desire to break out of that a little bit and play with some other types of bands, or do you feel comfortable on those types of shows?
A big thing for me is I like playing for people that would enjoy hearing us.
Sure. So
that's the biggest thing for me. Like, I don't want to give you something you're not going to enjoy. So I think wherever people would like us, I mean, not like that's the point. We do whatever people, you know, want us to do, but
you want to be in front of a receptive audience, naturally.
You want to entertain someone that would be entertained.
Right. I mean, I recently visited a friend at UNH, and I showed some other guys there that I just met the band on MySpace, and they were completely blown away, and they absolutely loved it, and they didn't really listen to a lot of heavy stuff. And it was really cool because, you know, a lot of people have come up to us and told us, you know, we really like you, but we don't even listen to this kind of music, this heavy stuff. So that's really great right there. And I think going back to what you said, we could definitely, you know, play with other bands and different genres and whatnot.
Sure.
You know,
that's what I love. Like, I find that like, you know, when people come to see us live, it's almost, you don't even need to really be listening to the music. You know, I find that it's just fun to put on a good show, and there's more. I feel like there's more moms that like us than that come to a show, and like I feel like we've had a couple shows where, I mean, there's just been families, you know, of like people that we know.
Oh, no
there's
kidding.
Families that are into it, which, I mean, you know, your mom's always gonna like what you put out, but it's, I don't know, it's still funny.
Cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. How long has the band been around?
I don't know, like 2 years.
2 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
so relatively new.
Yeah.
But Jonathan, you mentioned are you not the original singer? Was there somebody before you?
No, we haven't like written any songs with anyone else.
Okay.
But before it really started, I was gonna do like backup vocals and stuff. I didn't really know how to sing. I had no idea how to, you know, like scream or anything like that.
Sure.
And then everyone else kind of dropped out, so I got pushed up.
Yeah.
So.
Well, sometimes these things work out for the best. Do you like being out front?
I love
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Did you write the lyrics?
Yep. Yeah.
What kind of subject matter do you tackle with your lyrics?
Subject matter. I guess when I write, I guess I just really like to find things that are solid. Like I don't like to give a lot of opinions or anything like that. I really like painting pictures. I really like kind of just kind of giving an example, like putting a situation into a picture.
Sure.
And then and building it like a wall, you know, like brick by brick, and try to make something solid.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. I guess you know, life stuff.
Yeah. In terms of playing shows, how often do you guys see either on a flyer or somebody's posting online about a show you have coming up? How often do you see the name misspelled? A lot?
Not so much anymore.
Really?
Yeah, not so much anymore.
That's
there
good.
were like we can remember a couple
bad.
times.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was some. Usually, it's a P missing.
Right.
Really?
It's usually a one P missing
Or two N's.
or two. Yeah.
We played Soulfest this year, and we were gonna be on the, you know, the book like of all the bands playing. So we had to message them. I don't know, email them probably like 3 times
Yeah.
to get the spelling right, because it's like, well, if it's gonna be,
the
all these
flyer's going
people are
out
gonna
to-
be looking at it. We don't want it to be wrong,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I want to ask you about that, about Soulfest, because that's really cool. But why don't we play another track and then we'll come back and talk about
Sure
that.
thing.
What do you guys want to play from the disc?
We can play Courting Disaster.
Yeah.
All right. This is Courting Disaster from Anna Sapphira here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Local Outbreak, 100.1 The Planet.
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's modern rock. Matt from IPMNation.com back here with 2 members of Anna Sapphira. So we were talking before about Soulfest. Tell me about that. You played. Was this your first year playing it this this past summer?
Yeah, we I remember standing watching bands like before this was really anything, and before we really had songs written, just being like, "Gah, I just want to play here." You know? Soulfest was really kind of where I got introduced to heavy music, I guess. I mean, not that there's pretty heavy music there now. But I was pretty, in the box, and then it opened the door a little bit.
John and the drummer Doug went for years before I did.
Yeah.
And it was really only till I started hanging out with them that, I knew about Soulfest. And I went one year. Somehow I was able to get a 4-day pass really cheap, which was good. And then
that's always nice.
Yeah.
I was only there for like 2 days, but I was really blown away that this really awesome festival was only like half an hour from my house. I had no idea about it, and I really, just like them, I got the desire to play there someday.
Yeah,
but
that's great.
It was kind of I guess it was sort of a fluke. We got in. We just there was an open spot. We got moved around a couple times, and got a ladybug on you there.
Not anymore.
But
just kind of like just fell on me.
Yeah,
weird.
But
anyway,
so but yeah, it all just kind of fell into place. It was great. It was
Yeah.
a really great opportunity.
How long a set did they give you?
I don't know. I think we got it 20 minutes or a half hour.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
We got to play all our songs.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And yeah, we got a good response, I think.
Tell me about the disc that you brought us. It's got 4 tracks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's technically an EP or not. It's just
I'd call it an EP.
we got the opportunity to record the songs we had written at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Clinton at Native Studios. It was in his house, and he did a phenomenal job. And we were just really stoked. It was a good learning experience for us because we had never recorded together. I mean, we'd all kind of had different recording experiences,
Sure,
more or less. But yeah, it was just a really good time to put down what we had. I think we were all just waiting to have something recorded. For a year.
It took about 10 months to a year to get that done, just because of work schedules and school, and
you know, and then money and just. But I'm really stoked with what it finally came out to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah, very cool. And do you have more tracks available that you've recorded? Anything floating around online?
We
yet?
haven't recorded anything else. Right now, that's what we're doing is we're writing. The next bit.
How many tunes do you guys have?
Well, we play 5 live.
Yeah.
And then we're just working on a lot right now.
Sure.
So
sure. Cool. Do you have anything coming up as far as shows that you want to mention? Big shows coming up?
I think our next show's the 7th, right?
Yeah, January
7th.
January
So
7th.
we're gonna take the next chunk to really buckle down and try to come into the next, what do you call it? Stage of Anna Sapphira, so that we can really give everyone more. Because we've kind of been playing those tunes for a while, and,
Sure.
and we've had our show for a while, and we're all just eager to do something, grow and try lots of new things. And,
Where's the show? January 7th.
oh golly,
Do you remember?
We honestly don't know. Doug does all the booking.
Oh, no kidding.
I know,
Oh,
that's
okay.
embarrassing, right?
But I'm sure everything's on your MySpace
It should
page.
be on our
It's all on our
MySpace.
MySpace, yeah, myspace.com/Anna Sapphira,
Okay.
and Facebook, however you do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we play another track? What do you guys want to play?
We can do North is North for All.
North is North for All. Okay. This is North is North for All from Anna Sapphira here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Break our hearts, our pain brings
Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's Modern Rock. Matt from IPMNation.com back with two of the members of Anna Sapphira. So tell me again, just so all our listeners know, where we find you online.
myspace.com/Anna Sapphira, and we're on Facebook too.
Okay, so you can search you on Facebook.
Yep.
Do you have any tunes up on iTunes or anything like that yet?
Nope, nothing on iTunes.
Okay. Are these 4 tracks all on your MySpace page?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you're going to be working on some stuff for the rest of the year, but then you're back out in January, correct?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So everybody should definitely go to the MySpace to keep up on your
For sure, yeah.
on your tour dates. And do you know yet if you're going to be doing Soulfest again in 2011?
That's definitely the plan.
Yeah.
Definitely. the
Very
plan.
cool. Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. No, that's a big deal. That's really cool for you guys. So
Yeah.
congratulations on
Thanks.
that.
Thank you.
That's great exposure. And do they? I haven't been to that in a long time. Do they still do the multiple stages?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Now they're doing a lot cooler things now. They're
Really?
getting more smaller stages, but like bigger and better smaller stages. You know?
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's awesome.
That's really good. Well, thanks, guys. We'll play another track in a second, but I do want to remind everyone, please check out centralNHevents.com, the website of Mr. Tim Martin. And as we mentioned at the top of the show, Local Outbreak listeners right now will get a 10% discount on the service that Tim provides. So definitely check out centralNHevents.com. Also want to remind everybody that if you enjoyed tonight's show, if you like the interview, if you like the music, definitely go to IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak, where you can stream the show or download it and keep it forever, and that will be available immediately after tonight's airing. And stick around on the planet. Coming up after Local Outbreak is Out of the Box with Amber Cool. Guys, thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Anna Sapphira. And what do you want to play to
Sapphira.
wrap up the Sapphira? Damn, I said it right for the whole show, and then I blow it at the end.
That's okay.
You know what? I got cocky.
That's all
In
right.
my mind, I'm thinking, I've got it. I've got the name. And I got cocky. All right. Anna Sapphira.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. What do you want to play to wrap up the show?
Definitely Of Desperation.
Yeah.
Of
That's,
Desperation. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. This is Of Desperation from Anna Sapphira here on Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet.
Let's get desperate without nothing left. Let's fucking first through blood. Let's walk and drop that talk.
Local Outbreak, 100.1 The Planet.
The Planet's Local Outbreak is recorded weekly at the studios of 100.1 The Planet. It's engineered by Tim Martin of CentralNHEvents.com. Matt Connerton of IPMNation.com is the host of The Planet's Local Outbreak. The show is produced and edited by Annie Biello of 100.1 The Planet. For artist links and details about The Planet's Local Outbreak, log on to The Planet's Entertain Me page, WPNHFM.com. The Planet's Local Outbreak is available for download anytime online, IPMNation.com/local outbreak. The Planet's Local Outbreak is a product of 100.1 The Planet and Northeast Communications.